So this is take 2 of this video because my other camera overheated. Since it's so hot here, I don't think that happened in Scotland ever.
I don't think so.
I don't think, yeah, but the camera was like roasting, so it just stopped recording. In this video, I wanted to share with you my 10 favorite apps for my phone because I've been traveling now outside of the US for a year and a half. And so I found these apps to be very useful in my travels and just for helping me organize my tasks. And so all of the apps that I'm going to be running through, they're all free with the exception of 2, but I wanted to share them with you in case you plan on doing some traveling, and even they're useful even if you just travel domestically. I think you'll find them useful. First app is Facebook Messenger. You might not know that you can do voice calls in Messenger. I can call up Cuba as if I'm just calling in from my phone. It's going through Messenger and it's free. And then last summer, when I was traveling by myself and Cuba was in Scotland, we were on the phone every day for like 2 or 3 hours. I was just doing that through Messenger. Oh, you can also do video calls through Messenger on your phone or on your computer as well, but I just prefer doing voice calls on my phone just because the quality is better. You can also send images and documents through Messenger. I recommend that if you're going to be traveling and you want to call your family or chat to a friend, just because it's a free app to use. Second app is Instagram. That's probably my favorite app. That's how I met almost all of my friends in Scotland, and then I met several vegans along my travels last summer, and it was all through Instagram. It uses hashtags, so when I post a photo of my lunch in Malaga, I can tag it with hashtag Malaga, hashtag vegan, hashtag vegan España, stuff like that. And then other people searching through Instagram can look up hashtag Malaga, and my photo will show up in that list of photos. So if you're looking to meet up with other people with similar interests as you, you can look for hashtags that you're interested in and find other people posting similar stuff. It's also good for finding new places to eat in different locations. I can pull up hashtag vegan España, let's say, and people will be posting their meals from vegan-friendly restaurants all over Spain, and I can see where those places are located. It's also good just for searching through photos for a location that you're visiting or you're planning to visit. I could look up photos under the hashtag Torremolinos and see all of the photos that have been posted with that hashtag and see if I would like to visit any of those places. It's my favorite app for networking, so I recommend it if you're looking to travel to a new place and would like to meet up with like-minded people. It's perfect for that. Snapseed is my favorite photo editing app for my phone. If I take photos with my phone, I edit them in Snapseed, and then I can upload those to my blog for my phone or to Instagram if I choose to. It's similar to Lightroom, but for your phone. So you can put curves on photos, you can adjust the brightness, vibrance, saturation, things like that. You can add tags to your photos or text. It's an easy app to use for editing photos, and I think it's the best one. Like, I've used ViscoCam before, and I know Lightroom has an app for the phone, but do you have to pay for that?
I think you have to pay something extra. I don't
Okay.
remember, but I think so.
But Snapseed is free. Next app, very useful, Google Maps. It's useful if you're planning a route or if you want to walk somewhere. It gives you estimated walking times and even estimated biking times. You're going to be cycling somewhere. You can also look up public transportation information on Google Maps, but keep in mind that in some countries, like in Croatia, they don't have like their local bus schedules synced up with Google, so that's not going to show up in Google Maps. It's also useful for finding shops and places to eat and sites to see, things like that. You just have to remember that if you're in a country where the native language is not English, searching for like coffee shop or health store, you're not going to get as many hits in the search as if you were searching for those things in the native language. So I would just recommend translating how to say health store or hardware store first and then searching for that in Google Maps, and you'll have better luck searching that way. Oh, and you can also save locations and set a location as your home. It also remembers things like reservations from your Gmail account. So when I'm searching for things in Torremolinos, it remembers where we're staying because that was sent to my Gmail. So that's just useful to me because I can see where I have reservations, how long I'm going to be staying there. It also remembers flight information because that also goes through Gmail. Yeah, Google Maps just helps me explore new places in an efficient way. Like, on one hand, it is nice just to go wandering around, but if I need to know, like, where's the nearest health store, or where's the nearest, I don't know, Starbucks or something like that, then I use Google Maps to help me find it. Another Google app that I use daily here is Google Translate. On my phone, it's useful because when we're out and about, if I'm looking at a package or something and I want to translate, oh, what ingredients are in this food package, I can put them right into Google Translate, type in specific ingredients, and it'll translate it into English for me, or I can simply point my phone at it, and Kuba discovered this the other day, and it translates it in real time on your screen. So that's useful when you're trying to find vegan stuff in the store. It's also useful just for translating signs, things you come across if you want to know how to say them. And it also helps you communicate with people here because I want to speak in Spanish when I'm communicating with people here, so I use Google Translate to help me figure out how to say certain things. Oh, and it gives you the audio so you know exactly how to pronounce things as well, which is super useful. Next app, Trail Wallet. This is one of the apps that you have to pay for. It's like 3 or 4 quid. Kuba introduced me to this app. It's like a user-friendly version of Excel for your phone. It helps you set a budget and keep track of your daily spending so you know how much you're spending in a week or in a month's time. And that's very useful for us traveling this way because we know that we can only spend a certain amount of money each month on accommodations and food and whatever. Every time we go to the store, I put it in the app. In the app, you just set up little trips, and I set them up monthly, so I have a trip for like May and June and for each month. In the trip itself, I can set a monthly budget. It gives you a daily average, like how much you should be spending each day if you want to stay within that budget. You can input expenses in multiple currencies, which is useful if you're traveling. Converts it into American dollars, so I can see that, okay, if I spent 15 euros here, it's approximately this many dollars. It lets me know like what my budget is each month, so I know exactly, okay, I'm spending 25% of my monthly budget on transportation or food or whatever. Yeah, highly recommend this if you want to just like have a better idea of your finances every month, because there's no way we could travel this way without knowing exactly how much we're spending on food and transportation and accommodations. And really paying 3 or 4 quid for the app, I still recommend that you purchase the Trail Wallet and use it because it will help you budget more efficiently, and you will save so much money using that app. It's just eye-opening too to see like, wow, I'm spending so much money on coffee at these cafes or whatever, and it'll just help you save money so you can use that money for trips down the road. Next app that also helps me save money is the XE currency converter. Since I deal with different currencies when I'm traveling around, if I know that my budget is, let's say, $600 for something for this trip, I can put that in the app and then it'll convert it into different currencies, so I can see that it's all updated real time. So $600 is approximately 536 euros, 469 British pounds. And then I have Polish currency and Croatian still in here from my other trips. Yeah, it just gives you the latest currency exchange rates, so I always know how much my money is worth in various currencies. Next app is NordVPN. Yeah, so VPN means virtual private network. So what it does is, and I'm just reading this off of Wikipedia, it extends a private network across a public network. So it allows you to send and receive data across like a public Wi-Fi network. No one can get to your personal information if you're using a VPN. If you are on a public Wi-Fi network, you can sign into the NordVPN app and pick any server in the world that you want, and it'll say that you're going through some server in Germany or whatever. It just gives you more privacy and security using a VPN. Within the NordVPN app, I can connect to a server in the States. It lets me use apps like Pandora, which are only allowed to be used in the US. When I'm accessing Pandora, Pandora thinks I'm in the States because I'm going through a US server. But you do have to pay for this service. It's $48 a year. But to me, it's worth it just because I can use Pandora no matter where I am. And I think why I initially got the NordVPN is that when we were going, we had a layover in China, we were told that certain social media websites are blocked in China, so I wanted to get a VPN just so I could access those. So with the VPN, I was able to use my phone as if I were going through an American server. It's confusing to me still, but it's as if your phone were going through a different country, so you can access these websites that are country specific. Yeah, that's $48 yearly, but I recommend it if you're traveling. And if you use Pandora like me, we're in the States, I was using it for hours every day. It's just nice to be able to have Pandora where you can listen to it on your phone or on your desktop, and have all of your stations saved and all of your preferences saved. Okay, we're almost done with these apps. Next one is Relax Melodies. Yeah, sometimes I have trouble sleeping. So I was listening to like white noise videos on YouTube, but I discovered this free app where you can choose different sounds to listen to and you can layer them. So like lately I've been listening to like slow waves layered with a rainstorm, layered with some wind. So when I'm going to sleep, I can just have some nice relaxing like seaside storm to calm me down and put me to sleep. So it's like white noise, but it's more complex because you can choose all these different sounds. Like they have like a cat purring, thunderstorm, campfire, like crackling, things like that, and then rain, all different types of rain, but it's free. And you can save your favorite like recipes for white noise. I'm just gonna recommend that if you need some help going to sleep. And then last app is Period Tracker. So this app is also free. It's just a calendar that lets you know when your period is coming up, and it just estimates when that's supposed to be. And so I've been using this for years, so with that history of when, it knows when my period is, because you mark when it starts, it will estimate when it's going to be coming the following month. So that's useful when traveling. You can also add little notes too, like if you're feeling a certain way, if you notice anything different about your body, you can just add little notes in here. It helps me pay attention to my body more, because I've noticed patterns that like, okay, at a certain time of the month I might start feeling a certain way about my body, or I feel more bloated or whatever, and then if I check in the app it's like, oh, well actually my period is coming up, so it makes sense that I'm feeling that way. It gives me peace of mind to know that there is a reason why I'm feeling a certain way, and it's just useful to know when my period is actually coming up as I'm traveling around, and it can help me plan certain trips if I want to avoid having those trips during my period, then I can better plan for that. But yeah, those are my 10 favorite apps. But yeah, what are your favorite apps for traveling? Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of these apps that I've mentioned. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday. Hope you had a good weekend.